Yeah. Hey, turn the fan on. Just be.
Yeah, something like a little quicker.
On our way home, we spoke of many things. Are we allowed to make when we leave? Do we need to know where the journey starts? On our way home, greener over the light. On our way home, I thought of many things. Are we allowed to make when we begin? When we want to lose our strength. On my way home, another I dream of roses, I dream of trees. I dream of roses, I dream of trees.
Welcome, everyone. Episode, I forgot the number, 646 of the Black Brain Trust, the Sapio-Males Guide to the Galaxy. Lust. Oh my God, what? Wait a minute. What are these nerds talking over here? What? Nerds talking lust. Yeah, we got to talk about it, man, because it's a thing, right? It's most definitely a thing. So much so that it actually has a definition. And I put it in the description for your convenience. It is defined largely as very strong sexual desire, or to have a very strong sexual desire for someone. So this is both a noun and a verb with regards to the term. Now, it's very singular in terms of like its definition, right? Not much, not much to be left to interpret. Again, the definition is in the description there. It's very short. The definition for the noun iteration of the word is but a scant 4 words. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 words if you don't include the letter A as a word, right? 7 words for the verb version. So it's very straight to the point, right? Like, very strong sexual desire or having it for someone. Okay. So, oftentimes it's discussed largely, in the I don't know what we would call it. I'm trying not to be I'm trying not to be insulting here, but in different areas of the manosphere, right? The lust aspect of attraction, it's approached from a lesser stance. Okay. But I just want to say that, because I'm going to kind of go in a different direction with it. Now, there's a how do I want to say this? In terms of the sapio aspect to it, okay, this is not necessarily something that's hedged upon the whole sort of basic, I guess you could say, alpha beta construct, right? Because if intelligence is the turn on, then what essentially happens is that it becomes more of a mental connection, right? Where it becomes an obsession with how the other person actually thinks, right? That's what is actually driving the lust for the other person, right? It literally, when we're talking, it's pure, at this stage of the game, it's purely mental, right? Assuming we've come to an acceptance of the other's physical attributes and appearance, right? As a sapio, because remember, that's not the driving factor. That's not what drives your carnal desires for the, tear the clothes off to the other person, throw them in the bed and do what you got to do. It has to do more with the fact that there's an obsession with how the other person thinks. In a nutshell. With regards to the sapiosexualism, anyway. Okay. So, again, it's we covered it in the last live stream, the beauty live stream, that beauty is a factor with regards to attraction. However, it's not the primary. Pardon me. I had the sudden urge to like sneeze and cough at the same time. Hold on, because now I think I'm gonna sneeze. What the hell? What is that? What's that called? A snuff? A keys? A keys or a snuff? What's that called? Oh, jeez. What was that? At the same time? I was like, whoa, dude, what am I about to do? Explode? Like, did I like, stumble upon forbidden territory or something in terms of subject matter? What's going on here? Give me a second. Wow. That's a rarity, like a snuff, a sneeze and a cough at the same time. Whoa. How does the body cope? Whoa, dude. Okay. I think I'm okay now. That was scary and awesome at the same time. All right. I totally lost my point. Let me rewind back. Shit, I lost my point. Thank you, Snuff. Okay, give me a second. Okay, then we talked about, right, okay, yeah, less intelligence. And then, okay, yeah. All right. So we so the beauty thing kind of covered the physical attributes, and when we looked at the definition of beauty, what we saw was that it had nothing to do with intelligence. Okay. We did see that. We saw that beauty has nothing to do with intelligence, right? It's literally just a visual thing. And, we kind of went into that in depth, right? Because there's more to the eye can see. So if you're just going merely off of what you can see, well, you're not really going off of a whole lot now, are you? And then again, this is where we go into the realm of the sapiosexualism, where mental connection is actually what drives the lust for the other person. So again, acceptance of the person's physical appearance. We've got that, right? Check. Right? That doesn't equate to lust. We just check the box off. That's all we did. We just checked the box. That was all we did. Much like how we checked the, you know, financial situation box, right? You know, not too much debt. They're not living, you know, beyond their means. You know, looking to have you come and rescue them or something like that, right? So they check that box. You know, you may or may not be a parent yourself, so you may or may not be okay with them being a parent, but let's just say they had like one kid or something like that and you were okay, two max, you were okay with it. Let's just say, I don't know, or I don't know, whatever the case may be. They check the box, check, right? Lust, not quite, not yet, right? We got that top box we got to check off. And we circle back to our conversation here. So it then becomes more of a thing or a matter of, you know, interest, the intrinsics, right? The compatibility factor. Okay, when you see that you hit on a multitude of things with another person, that's actually what is going to really drive your lust for another person. And I want you to let this sink in. Long term. This is what will drive your lust and desire for the other person long term. Why do I say long term? Go into the Black Brain Trust channel on YouTube, click the videos tab up there at the top, and then you'll see a live stream, a Sapio live stream entitled Infatuation. And what did we uncover about infatuation? That is short term. Okay? That's short term. If we're talking long term, we're talking something else entirely. Okay? We're talking something else wholesale, something else entirely. That's what we're talking. So, how does it work for the brainy, heady type of folks? Okay, like I was saying, it's really more about like the fact that there's compatibility on various levels. It creates more of a deeper bond with a person. It makes you more open to being with that person more. Like again, the physical part has already been checked off, right? So these other things that come into play, shit, that's gonna want to have you screwing this person all the time. They're always introducing some sort of new thought to you. You know, having dinner together is always a pleasure because you enjoy the same type of foods. You enjoy like consuming the same type of content. If you do have spirited debates, it's about shit that matters. What was always amazing to me was people who are in relationships who are always engaged in conversations about it. That is the weirdest like shit to me. It really is. Like it's I've never understood that. Like I never had like any desire to be involved in a conversation about relationships if I was actually in one. Like can somebody help me make that make sense? You know, what the hell is that about? Okay, wait, I've been rambling for 15 minutes and haven't said hello or welcomed anyone in the chat. Let me see what's going on. Sir Obadiah, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Creole and Cajun living. Hey lady, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, so you know, there's lust takes place on various levels, right? And so if we're talking sapiosexualism, then what we're talking is that what it is that creates or drives lust when it comes, you know, from a mental standpoint, and it's compatibility. That's really what it is. It's compatibility. Because again, the physical appearance and all that other stuff, that shit's already been checked off, right? So over the long term, if it's something that always has the other person having you growing and learning, you're always going to be drawn to the other person, right? And that's all. That's why I say it's long term, because it's ongoing. You know, I've heard a lot of assumptions when it comes to like things like marriage and stuff, and you know, it's like, oh well, you'll be in a sexless marriage, get married, and 2 years in, you'll be in a sexless marriage. And I was like, well, shit, let me see. Me and my lady, we were together for 7, right? And I swear to God, man, like, I never had so much sex in my life. Like, seriously. I was like, dude, let me tell you something. I prefer every day I wake up like, fucking A, this sucks. This single shit. Because, dude, I gotta be real with you. I haven't, man, look, I haven't gotten laid more in my life when I was married than when I've been single. I'm sorry. Dude, when I was married, it was like you just roll over and just boom, there it is. And it was. Let me watch my mouth.
Make some noise.
Let me let me not go there. Let's just say that it's always there, right? And it wasn't even like, okay, it's like, oh, if you want it, sometimes you're the one who's sleeping, the other person's the one who wants it. Who can argue with this shit? Who can argue? Who doesn't want that? I want that again. Damn it. No, I'm serious. Yeah. You know. So let's see here. I pulled up, as I typically do. I got some quotes about lust. And I'm going to read them to you. Let's see here. And you guys know it, or maybe you do or don't know. I always I'm mining on brainy quotes. So let's say here. This is from Simon Cowell. People confuse ego, lust, and insecurity with true love. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one to start off with. Because you notice when I read the definition, or even if you look in the description below, and this is something also to make note of, lust literally has nothing to do with love. Zero. Nothing. It doesn't have any. It can have something to do with love, but by definition, it doesn't. Oh, I have an idea for another live stream. But I'm not going to open my mouth and say it. I'll just schedule it, and then I just got an idea. So, okay. Based off of what I just said, I have an idea. All right. So, mental note. But yeah, I mean, by definition, love has literally nothing to do with lust. Right? But much like what we had talked about on one of the previous live streams about infatuation, when we don't fully understand like the emotions or what we're experiencing, we may confuse it as love, right? Because love is a general expression that we know, right, to be, right? When people say love, you get that image of a heart, right? And then you think like shit like Valentine's Day and your family and all of that, right? So if you don't know any other emotives or emotions that are maybe kind of related but not exactly that, then you'll always confuse said emotions with love. Okay. You know, Topaz and Classic Ruby had joined the panel with me to talk more about infatuation and what that actually is, right? Deep diving into that, because that's another one of those emotions that oftentimes people experience but don't properly interpret. That's why the definition of it is that it's short-lived. It's a short-lived, intense passion for something or someone. Okay, but the key word is short-lived. So in that short period of time, which psychologists say people who are in a state or a period of infatuation, that typically lasts from anywhere from maybe like 3 to 12 months. But there's a lot of people within that amount of time do some real stupid shit, right? Thinking that they're in love, but they're actually infatuated. Yeah, right? So it would be good to know whether you're infatuated with a person or whether you're in love with them, okay? Same thing about lust. Just because you have a stronger desire to fuck the hell out of this dude or this chick doesn't mean you love him. So I'm just saying, you know, sometimes in an act of lust, the results that come about may be things that we didn't quite desire. Just saying. Kind of what leads people down the rabbit hole of this rhetorical relationship bullshit, right? That you always hear in Manosphere Lesser. Circular talks, circular discussions, right? Periodic resets of the same fucking conversations that go nowhere. Same mistakes, same dumbass decisions, same dumbass women, same dumbass men. You get where I'm going with that? I've looked on many women with lust. I've committed adultery in my heart many times. God knows I would do this and forgives me. Jimmy's like, God, you listen, man, you know she's got a fat ass, bro. Like, come on, dude. Like, are you seriously gonna like blame me? Dude, that was a president, by the way, Jimmy Carter. There's a difference between lust and passionate love. Lust just look. I'm sorry. I butchered it. There's a difference between lust and passionate love. Lust can't just creep in. You'll not find it where true love exists, but it has power enough to shatter the world you've worked so hard to create with love. And sometimes it suddenly changes how you perceive love to begin with. Ooh. Love then doesn't live there anymore. Look at that. Let's think about that one for a second. So basically, what this chick is saying, because this is a chick, she's basically saying that regardless of what it is that love can create, right? Lust has the power to completely fuck that shit up. Wow. What if you intelligently understand lust? You know, there's a lot of things that can fuck a lot of things up, right? However, if you understand its capability to fuck some things up, guess what you probably won't do with it? Unless you just have a desire to fuck a lot of things up. I'm just saying. Ambition is a lust that is never quenched, but grows more inflamed in matter by enjoyment. I can relate with that one. I can relate. I think for me, lust see that quote doesn't necessarily. Okay. Well, here's what I'm doing. I'm reinterpreting it for myself, and I don't want to do that. So never mind. Whether we fall by ambition, blood, or lust, like diamonds, we are cut with our own dust. Love is a strange emotion. It is ever evolving. Lust is transient. With time, one realizes that love and togetherness are two different things. Very few people are lucky enough to experience the two emotions simultaneously. Ooh, damn, that's deep because that's very true. And I can say that I have experienced the two simultaneously. And that's deep, right? You see, because you can experience togetherness without actually, quote unquote, like the love in the sense that you equate it to, like, say, like your spouse, right? The person you make love to. You could have like a group of people, like let's just say, like I just like my homies, for example, like that's a sense of togetherness because these are cats that I've known since like 10, 11, 12 years old, and we're still homies to this day, all of us, right? And it's like even at the beginning of this year, we've dealt with a couple of losses. Well, one was not like in my circle of homies, but a cat that I know, right? He passed away. It was like right around the end of December, beginning of January. And then I go listen to the Fatherhood live stream. I had another homie, it was Sunday morning, I think. Sunday or early. I have to check my text. It's been a blur, but I had another brother, good dear homie of mine, pass away. And then I had another homie, man, who had to check himself in the hospital. This was yesterday morning, I think. So like these are like my homeboys, man. It's like my brothers and shit. So that's like the togetherness shit, right? That's separate. And then there's like the love part, right? So like you love your mom, you love your dad, you love your brother, your sister, your aunties, and your cousins and shit like that. Right? There's love, right? So there's love and togetherness. Those are separate, the motives. But then when they're together, that means that you love the person you're with. Right? Love and togetherness is when you have the two simultaneously with the person you're with, because you're in love with the person you're together with. And I think a lot of people are really just dealing with like one or the other, unfortunately. And that fucking sucks. I gotta be honest with you. The best scenario is to like be experiencing both. Society drives people crazy with lust and calls it advertising. Wow. Ooh, that one cuts deep. Revenge, lust, ambition, pride, and self-will are too often exalted as the gods of man's idolatry, while holiness, peace, contentment, and humility are viewed as unworthy of a serious thought. I'm gonna take a little swig of this and let y'all let that one marinate for a second. Hold on, let me I'm kind of really just digging into these quotes right now. Let me flip back over to the chat and let me see what's being said here. Hold on. How you been? Oh, I've been good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. So isn't lust a byproduct of our animalistic nature? Sex void of human rationale? No, not necessarily. I mean, I have the definition of it in the description, and it doesn't say all that. It just says a strong sexual desire for someone. Now, if you want to define it as that, I mean, I guess you can, right? I see my issue is you'll say animalistic when I'm a human. So my problem is that as a human, I can't fundamentally relate to animalism. Everything I do is human in nature. Like they originate in my human brain, not my animal brain. So I have a fun when I hear those type of positions. I don't really have much for that because I can't relate to an animal. I'm empathetic to them, but I can't relate to them. I love dogs and cats, right? I'm a doggo and a kitty person, and I have a way of not communicating, but just being empathetic with animals. But I could never relate to them, so I don't know what their animalistic sexual nature is like because I've never been them. I've been a human. I don't know. Well, of course, sex is natural to humans and animals. See, the thing is that sex is actually the method of how living organisms reproduce. So the problem is that we fundamentally look at sex backwards. We put the pleasure principle as priority, okay, and then we say, oh yeah, then there's that kid thing, okay, when it's the other way around, okay. Before humans decided they wanted to get all philosophical about orgasms, the reality was that sex was invented as a form of self-propagation. Let's keep it on a biological level first before we start piling on our human, BS, right? I mean, think about it, right? You have sex. Oh shit! Hold on. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Okay. Oh god. Okay. So like you have sex, and beavers have sex. Oh god, dude. Oh shit! I feel like I have to sneeze. Oh my god. So you have sex and beavers have sex, right? But guess what beavers don't do? They don't create philosophies about it. You're both mammals, right? Humans and beavers are both mammals, but humans are the ones that make philosophies and create philosophies about sex. Beavers just do it. They understand that they have to create other beavers. Humans are the ones who complicate shit. So yeah, I suppose, right? If you wanna do that, if you wanna go down that rabbit hole, yeah. Oh my god, I have to sneeze, but I won't sneeze. I hate that feeling. Primal. You said primal? Okay, you said let's take animalistic out. Primal. I mean, I don't know what it means to be primal, dude. I was born in a Kaiser hospital in Hollywood, California. I've lived basically my entire life in Southern California for the most part. I don't know what it's like to be primal, dude. Like I've never been like put out of civilization and into some sort of like jungle scenario where I had to like cut down vines and build a hut and do all that kind of shit. I don't know what that's like. That's why I'm like, dude, why do people equate the things that they do to shit that they've never experienced? You've never been primal before, and you've never been animalistic. You've been civil, right? Like, how many times in your life have you had to dig a hole in the ground to take a shit? I mean, like, seriously, like, no, dude, this is like sapiosexualism. That's why I'm like, let's get real about this, dude. You're not primal, you're not animalistic. Bullshit. Like, before you do something, you make a conscious decision. That means you thought about it with your human brain, not your animal brain, not your reptile brain, not your primate brain, your human brain. Your human brain makes decisions. Just like the decisions you make in terms of what you want to eat tonight, that same brain that made those decisions also makes decisions about sex. It's the same brain. I think what happens is that it gets very easy for people to excuse the type of shit that they do because of things like infatuation and lust. And then to compound that, they don't even understand the very nature of what those words mean. So they just say, oh, well, you know, it's my primal nature. It's my animal nature. That's a convenient excuse. I mean, like, think about this for a second. You have people who will invoke that type of thought at the same time. They like aced like calculus in high school. What the fuck? You serious? Like, no, dude, you're being intellectually not you. I'm just saying, that's being intellectually disingenuous. And it's also anti-sapiosexualism. They claim sex is bad unless it's for creating babies. No, here's the thing. See, this is my problem. Now it's okay. We go from one end of the spectrum to the other. Here's what we have to understand. You do realize humans created the goddamn spectrum. This is where intelligence comes into play. It's like literally like sans religious, social dogmas, social dogmas, cultural dogmas, and all that kind of shit. If you're literally just a responsible person, that means that you'll engage in sex responsibly. This is very simple. I mean, it's so simple. I wanted to make a Geico reference. And I wanted to say that a caveman can do it, but I actually don't think cavemen practice this type of shit. I mean, they were cavemen after all. See, here's the thing, Miss Creole. When my wife and I were together, we did sex for pleasure and for creating a baby. Like, nothing was bad about it. You get what I mean? Right? We had a healthy lust. Again, I put the word healthy in front of it. Healthy. Lust just on its own, I don't know, because people tend to engage in it and then bad shit happens oftentimes, right? So I would say that that's probably like unhealthy lust. But the definition of the word on its own doesn't imply love. It doesn't imply none of that. It just literally just says a strong sexual desire. That's it. See, sometimes we do have to intellectualize sex, love, relationships, and the thoughts that drive, you know, our notions and ideas of these things. We have to. Because again, if you get away from what our feelings actually mean based on what the words that correspond to those feelings are defined as, then you know what starts happening? You start misinterpreting your feelings. You start making bad decisions. You confuse infatuation and lust for love. Or vice versa, you confuse lust or love for infatuation or lust. And then when that love is short-lived, what you'll find is that by definition, you weren't in love, you were infatuated, because infatuation means a short-lived, intense passion. So I don't know. I think maybe intellectualizing sex and relationships and shit like that might be the order of the day at this point. I don't know. What do you think? But what do us fucking nerds over here and, you know, there's that tech channel, what the fuck do we know? Right? What do we know? Well, it's not a matter of how the way they define love. It's how you interpret it. Love is love. The word is the word is the word, and the definition is the definition. It's not spoon fed to you. It's how you interpret it. Like I said, the problem is that love is confused with other things. And this is why we're breaking down these other things. Lust is one of those things that people confuse love with. We spoke about infatuation. That's one of those things that people confuse love with. So it's not about how it's explained to us, it's how you interpret it. Because you may be interpreting it wrong. What you are actually experiencing is infatuation, not love. What you may actually experiencing is lust, not love. But it's not about who said what to you. Look in the dictionary. It's there. It's a word. It has a definition. It's not about who explained anything to you. It's about the word and the definition and what it means. It's about your own emotions. This is you we're talking about here, not they. You have to understand your own emotions properly. They're yours, not anyone else's. I can't explain anything to you. Even if I explain, look, even with me doing this, it really depends on the listener to interpret what I'm saying. That's why I provide the definition, because I'm like, look, I don't want to be misinterpreted. So I'm going to go ahead and provide the definition for you and, read it and kind of explain it. So maybe we can give it a little context, but ultimately that's on you. You said as children, we don't define emotions through a book. Well, the problem is that as children, perhaps our parents aren't explaining things in a way where we properly understand our emotions as children. This is what Topaz was talking about on that infatuation live stream. That's not true, Miss Creel. All I used to do is read the dictionary as a kid because I always wanted to know what words meant. But that was because I wasn't in an environment where, pursuing something to make me smarter wasn't looked down upon. But oftentimes you'll have kids that are smart and want to pursue, further intelligence. And because culturally, Black culture looks down upon this. See, so they're left to try to sort out what their emotions mean later in life when things get way more complicated. It's a lot simpler to just explain it to a child early on before they engage in things that have them questioning what they're going through. Said, in fact, not even many search their feelings in a dictionary. It's not really, I'm not even saying like go search up words in a dictionary. I'm just saying that we should be more emotionally intelligent to know what our feelings mean. We should know when we're infatuated with someone versus when we're in love with someone. We should know the difference based on our own interpretation of our own feelings. That's not even something that a dictionary could break down for you. The only thing a dictionary could do is explain the meaning of a word. You have to interpret that feeling in terms of how your brain and your feelings correspond. That's you. You have to know when you're infatuated with someone or when you're just, you're in lust with someone. A dictionary is, because look, I can give somebody a dictionary, right? And I can say, look up the word lust. And they can read it. And in their head, they still may feel as though that they're not in lust with someone. They may be in love with someone. And I'll say, oh, okay. All right. Just so you know, that's what that word means. But hey, if you say that's not what you are, then hey, so be it. Who am I to argue? I can't. I'm not in their head. I can't translate their emotions. But but information is good, right? So it's always good to know what it is that your emotions may or may not be. I'm just saying, all I'm trying to do is provide information here. He said, how can we know if we aren't taught? I mean, aren't you curious about life? Taught correctly. Well, here's the thing. What I won't do is engage in anything willingly that's going to fuck my situation up. So anything that's going to potentially screw me up right off the bat, I'm not going to like engage in it. Sex included, relationships included. So let's start there. Just don't make dumb decisions. We'll start there. Second thing is that we have to be curious about life. This is what sapiosexualism is about. Intellect, intelligence. Look, I don't want to, when I look like, this day next year, I don't want to be where I am today, okay? I always look to elevate, increase my intelligence day by day, year by year. So I'm not interested in being in the same state year after year after year after year after year after year after year saying, well, no one taught me nothing, so I guess I'm just going to stay here. When I know good and goddamn well, I got the internet. I got all the information at my fingertips. Come on. I don't do that excuse shit. You know what I mean? I've had to solve way bigger problems than trying to like figure out what a word means in a dictionary. I had to deal with that in English class in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Tackled that back in elementary school. You grown folks. I'm 43 years old. No confusion over here. Okay? And sometimes what you need to do is let life teach you some shit and stop being stupid. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you being stupid. I'm just saying people. If life has to teach you some shit, stop being stupid. Stop repeating the same goddamn mistakes over and over. Take the goddamn lesson. When I say L, that means lesson in this regard. Take the L. Take the goddamn lesson. No, the problem is that black folks just want to be stuck on stupid. That's really what it boils down to. Everybody want to keep saying, everybody know what the goddamn problem is. But every time some conversation come up, it becomes the same old shit. I'm like, okay, well, see, for about 10, 15, 20, 30 goddamn years, everybody's been saying that that's the fucking problem. So you mean to tell me for 10, 15, 20, 30 goddamn years, everybody don't know the damn problem, but don't nobody want to do nothing about it? Well, shit. Best to y'all. I ain't about to sit over here with y'all sitting up on a rock, right? With your chin in your palm, your index finger pointing at your temple, thinking. 30 goddamn years, you ain't figured out a fucking solution for this problem already? I was born beyond it. Let's go there. I was born beyond the fucking problem. I was put on this motherfucking earth to solve problems. You're right. I am speaking from an adult point of view, Miss Creel, because I am an adult and I have a child. So guess what? I have a responsibility. So you damn right. I'm gonna speak as an adult. This is an adult platform. We're gonna talk like adults over here. Are we responsible to fix shit or what? Now, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm always hearing this shit that, men don't provide, protect, they don't build, they don't do this, they don't do this, they don't do that. Why do you think I'm talking the way I'm talking right now? Because I am that shit. That's why I don't deal with excuses. I say, take this motherfucking solution and implement this shit. And if you don't, it's on you. I don't fucking play around. And I don't put down my sisters either. I was married to one, okay? But I don't fuck around either. So I don't deal with the bullshit. right? There's a lot. Look, there's a lot of spaces. There's a lot of spaces that do that, right? Go look, go dig in the video archives on this channel, and you tell me if we're not solution oriented in this bitch. See what women are gonna have to start getting used to, or not. Totally on them, right? Totally on them. But I'm just saying, we get shit done over here. We don't fuck around. We don't have that conversation. We don't do that shit over here. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. You know what I'm saying? You said that's why I come here. Yeah, and I appreciate you for that. I wish more sisters did. Because I'm tired of hearing the bullshit, to be honest with you. You know, I noticed that when these conversations are had, these type of conversations, they don't ever fall through. Real shit. They don't ever fall through. Because they can't get that dumb shit off over here. Sapiosexualism, intelligence. Okay? They can't get the dumb shit off over here. And this isn't a debate. This is about what works. What works for intelligent humans. Like, what the fuck? You said I enjoyed midnight. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I mean, shit. We've been at this for 3 fucking years, and it's just like, you know, we keep hearing the bullshit. And it's just like, well, we got receipts upon receipts. Like, what the hell? I keep hearing this whole thing. Oh, you know, the brothers don't exist. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? What? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. No, we do. But, you know, there's that whole, I don't know, there's that whole gender war thing going on, right? And quite frankly, I got bigger fucking fish to fry. So have at it. I don't know. So since I'm not engaged in that shit, dealing with that shit with you in that shit, not you, Miss Creole. I'm just saying, figuratively. Then I guess I don't exist. Then fuck it, I don't exist then. But I'm here. This channel's here. We're here, right? So, hey, like I said, we can play stupid if we want, right? Or we can get our brain game up. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. Damn, I've been going for like 50. That's a record. 53 minutes without like running out of gas. Well, I was kind of interacting with the chat there, but here's what I do want to do. I do want to use the little boy's room because, you know, I'm like kind of sipping on. Well, I got a brewski here. Brewski of choice is Stella Artois. For those of you guys who don't know, that is my brew of choice. Stella Artois. It is the best. Belgian lager. And I got a little bottle of water here too. And I've been sipping on both. And so now nature calls. You said this channel should be larger. Oh my God. Oh boy. It should. I agree. Colonial. What is colonial, Wesley? Welcome, brother, by the way. What colonial? What is that? What is that? I don't know what colonial is. Is that a beer? Only thing I drink beer and wine, dude. That's it. I don't drink heavy liquor, man. I can't do hard liquor. Have me a brewski. I'm a weed smoker, man. So if I drink, it's okay. Wine with food. Like I drink wine with food, and then beer is just like where I just want to get a little, you know. I mean, dude, Stella Artois is literally like 5% alcohol. I ain't shit, but it just tastes really good. So I like something that tastes good, that give you a little nice little buzz. It's not even a nice buzz. It's just a buzz, whatever. It's 5%, but it just tastes good. So that's what I've got right here, and I'm halfway through it, and now I gotta pee. Let's see here. There's a pun there in front of Belgian colonialism. Oh,
Copenhagen.
the colonial drink.
Thank you for coming.
I see what you did there, Westy. I see what you did there. Okay, I see what you did there. That went over my head, dude.
Make some noise.
And that's not easy to do. Okay, it's not easy to do. So I salute to you for doing that. I gotta step my game up. I know it was a pun. It was a pun. I got it now. Yeah.
Are you not being beautiful?
Like I said, I'm giving you your props, dude. Like, it's not easy to pull one over on me, man. That was pretty good, man. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Real quick. So this weekend we'll be doing a cannabis live stream. I just got some Durban Poison. That is my favorite strain. So I'm gonna do 2 strain reviews this weekend. I have a friend who grew some Blue Dream, which has been off the charts. So I have some saved so that I can have some of that so that I can do an honest review of it. And then I just got some Durban Poison. It's an OG. Oh, I got some more news too. Durban Poison is an OG South African strain that a dude brought back to California and grew it out. Got some of that today. Durban is doing me nice. I love that strain. It's my favorite. And those seeds that I have some seeds from Oaxaca, Mexico, man. I have a ton of them. They're like 30 years old and shit. And I gave some to a grower homie of mine, the same dude who grew the Blue Dream. And he got some to crack. So we may have some heirloom weed growing. And I think we may do a grow log of this shit. So I'm excited. I am excited, man. This is going to be dope. Do live resin, elbow cough. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Resin. Yep. Rocky Mountain. Yep. So, okay. Give me a second, man. I'll be right back.
Bless up Copenhagen. Thank you for coming. Yeah, much love. Bless.
Alrighty, I'm back. I was talking to my little one. So, yeah, we're going to be doing the pasta primavera here tonight. Now, depending on when I get done with that, because I'm gonna shut this down here in a few minutes, and we're gonna go run to the store. I may fire up now. What I used to do on my channel also when I was doing the Sapio live streams, I would do what I called late night listening. So, I mean, it's basically kind of what I do now. It's you hear the music in the background, so really it's just music. And then if you want to hop on, we can just talk about whatever. But really, we're just kind of well, actually, it's kind of music oriented. But we can talk about whatever. But it's gonna be music oriented. So I'm gonna play all kind of shit, right? I'm thinking about doing that because I haven't done one of those yet. And you know, a lot of people kind of comment, you know, on these live streams, you know, about the music we're playing, and they really dig it. So I'm thinking about doing that later tonight because that's something that hasn't been done yet. And I actually have some stuff that my production partner put together. And he's working on a special project for the channel. I don't. Oh shit! I just said it. Okay. Damn it! I didn't want to say anything. Dude, 2021 is going to be pretty awesome for this channel, man. How are you guys digging the sounds in the background, by the way? I don't know if anybody's still listening. I stepped away. Maybe everybody's gone now. I don't see any comments. Let me see. Creole, Miss Creole, she said, everyone should be here. The men and women who really want solutions. Wow. I wholesale agree with you on that, Miss Creole, because my personal opinion is that sapiosexualism is the way forward. Right? Because what it does is it exists above and beyond the binary. So if you can exist in the realm of the sapio, then you're above the binary construct that has people at odds. And so what it really just requires is a raise in consciousness and a rise in intelligence. Intellectualize your feelings and your emotions, better understand them through your brain computer, your intellect. Like, I mean, your feelings can only tell you but so much, but if you don't understand things like words, definitions, syntax, you know, inference, comprehension, all these different things to better understand and process the words that describe what you're feeling, then you're left to kind of just imagine or go on an imaginary sort of precept of what's going on, and then say it must be this. But you'll find that because you don't have any other point of reference, it's always going to equate back to love, quote unquote. So better understanding these things will prevent people from doing dumb shit and making better, and it will allow them to make better decisions if they choose to intellectually engage in these types of conversations. I hate that people simplify sapiosexualism as just simply, oh, you're attracted to a smart person for good reason. Yes, for a very good reason. Yes, absolutely. Yep. No, I'm not attracted to a dumbass chick. No, I'm not. No. You can fuck my situation up royally. You ever been fucked royally? It's not cool. Trust me on this. Been there, done it. So lust, what is it? Purely a strong sexual desire, just someone you got the horn dogs for whatever reason. Fat ass, tits. MOT, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Right? For whatever superficial reason, you have a boner for this person. Right? Panties are wet for the person, for whatever stupid reason. That's all it means. It implies nothing about love, nothing about intellect, nothing about nothing. It's just whatever stupid ass reason has got you all in a tizzy, wanting to screw the person. Okay, that's what lust is. Healthy lust, well, it's built upon something or a connection that you have with a person that is built upon things like compatibility, shared goals and visions, and all that kind of shit. If you have a lust for the person that you're doing all of that with, that is a healthy lust. There is such a thing. There definitely is such a thing called a healthy lust. So, with that being said, I am coming up on an hour and 10 minutes. I'm glad I got this one out. So I'm gonna run to the store. I'm gonna go and get dinner. I'm gonna do the dinner with me daughter thing, and like I said, I'm kind of up for doing a late night listening live stream tonight. So we'll probably go live again a little bit later. But I want to thank everybody for listening in. Hit the like button on your way in or out, depending. Share it with your fellow brainiacs, and we will check you out a little bit later. Peace.